Welcome to Sydney Scenic Trail series, and today, myself, Steve Hume, and we'll be talking to Joe Wood, who is Joe, you can tell us all about Aspire To, and then you tell us a bit about yourself, and we'll go into a bit more detail about your passions and why you do what you do, because Joe is also from Trailblazers. We all run together and we all have the same passion. So Joe, first of all, tell us what Aspire To is.
So Aspire To is a little creation that has been set up by myself to inspire people to set themselves goals, make plans, and with commitment and dedication, work steadily through the plan and get to the goal step by step and actually achieve amazing things for themselves. And whatever the goal is, it's something that's relative to themselves, where they are at the moment with their fitness and experience. They set a realistic but achievable but challenging goal that they can get to in a defined time frame. And that's what Aspire To is about, because that's how I live my life. It's how I've always lived my life. Not always setting fitness goals, but in all areas of life, whether that's relating to your family, your career, your hobbies and aspirations, with how you want to be as a person. I've just always, defined these goals, worked out a way to get there, followed the plan, stuck to it, and you get there. So with Aspire To, there are two sides to Aspire To. There's the strength training side. So I'm a personal trainer, Cert 4 qualified personal trainer, and I have strength training classes, outdoor fitness classes for groups. We focus on running specific strength training, but it's also applicable to anyone who wants to come and improve their health and well-being, of course. Yep. But I'm also a run coach, because running is my passion as well, as you know. Started off road running back in 2006. Over the years, fallen in love with trail running, and live and breathe the trails. And
as we do.
Yes. So I'm really combining my passion for running and fitness and my passion for self-improvement, and I really want to help other people do that, and that's what Aspire To is about.
That's amazing. Yes. So unlike your average personal trainer, you've actually got you're taking people on a journey, and it's their specific journey, related to running, but not necessarily, I suppose. But it's either run's strength program that you do.
Yeah, I mean, we have two types of clients. We have certain group of people who are not interested in running. They just want to get fit for life, if you like. Yeah. And they want to improve their overall health and well-being, and they just join us regularly up at the Oval or at Narrabeen for the strength training sessions, and they get a lot out of that, because week on week, we do a program for 4 weeks and then we change it, so there's that sense of progression within that short 4-week time frame. Right. And then we switch up the program, and then there's a new challenge, and so they're constantly being challenged and constantly growing to some extent, and all the while getting stronger. So they've got that sense of accomplishment, just building a stronger body. And then of course you've got the runners who are setting themselves goals, and that might be a 5k park run, it might be a 100k trail run. It depends on the person. Everyone has their own limits, and it's about stepping outside of those limits and making a plan to actually achieve that goal. And so the runners, that they also attend the strength training sessions, because as a run coach, I'm really passionate about the benefits of twice weekly strength training. It improves your running, it enhances your recovery time from sessions, and it also minimises your injury risk. So if you're on a run program with me, I insist you do twice weekly strength training sessions. So So we've got these two little fitness communities, and they come together, and there are so many different personalities. So each session's different. It depends who shows up. That determines the vibe, and that's what I love about it. It's different. Every session's different. We have three classes a week, and the atmosphere is unique to each session depending on who shows up. So, yeah, that's great.
Well, we interviewed Warren Rolfe. You guys might remember that, and he sang your praises. He said he did, because he's going on for the Great Southern Endurance Run. Does 185k or 100 miler as they call it, and he said he wouldn't have got where he is today without your help.
That's really kind of him to say. Well, Warren's an amazing example. He actually epitomises the philosophy of Aspire. He sets his goals, he makes his plan, and he sticks to it. He's exactly the kind of person to demonstrate the benefits of what he's doing, because Warren's been strength training with me for almost a year, since prior to UTA last year, and he has without fail shown up, rain or shine, whatever the weather, twice a week, Mondays and Thursdays, and he's just gone literally from strength to strength. So I think great things are coming to Warren in his next race.
Okay, I'm sure.
Good luck to him.
Yeah, we'll find out in November when we see Warren again and find out how he went in his overnight 185k mad run, walk, hike, climb.
Epic adventure.
So what about yourself, and how did you get into running in the first place? I mean, you're originally from the UK.
Yeah.
And there are trails apparently in the UK.
No, I didn't find any when I was there. My story is a little bit unconventional. I actually started running in 2006, simply as a way to get fit and fit into my wedding dress, basically. I was at the time studying for my PhD in immunology, and my wedding was coming up, and I no longer had time to go to the gym, and I thought, I'll start running. I actually hated running, didn't like it at all, wasn't good at it, didn't enjoy it. Living in the middle of London, it wasn't that inspiring, but I did it because that is my way. It's like, right, I'm just going to run 3 times a week and get fit. And somewhere along the way, something magical happened, and I began to enjoy this thing called running. And it wasn't long before I thought, flicking through the pages of Runner's World, and thought, 10k race, maybe I should do that. I mean, it felt huge, a 10k race, you know.
It is
a big jump when you're starting from zero, and did my first 10k race, and then of course you think, a half marathon, maybe I could do that, and you know, as time went on, I just did more and more races, fell in love with it, and then you just get into that. I think that's why I love running. It instilled this mindset of always being able to push. There's always something more, isn't there? You can either go further, or you can go faster, or you can commit to the same distance at the same pace, but with a different emotional experience. Like, I'm going to enjoy this one, or I'm going to learn something from this race. So there's always, you just never stop learning, you never stop growing, and that really resonated with me. And and then of course you transition to the trails, and that's a whole new world to learn about as well. So it's just a continual growth process, and that is why I love it. I don't think you'll ever stop learning.
No. Well, next week we are interviewing Mick Foster, and Joe is talking about keep going. Well, Mick, happy birthday, Mick! He just turned 69 last week, I think, and he's definitely stronger and faster than me. But that's a story for next week. So, what's your goals? I mean, you've done the UTA 100k. So Joey's an ultra runner. Have you thoughts about doing the miler?
Yes,
Oh,
so
yeah?
it's a matter of time. My husband already is waiting for the announcement, but yeah, my children are still quite young, and I'm still they're still very dependent on my time. So I think I'll just wait until they're a little bit older. But yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm certainly going to do the UTA 100 again next year. The 100 at the moment feels like a distance that I can commit to the training, but also balance it in with work and family, and it is doable. This will be my third go at UTA 100, and you know, the juggle is there for sure, but it has been manageable. So I think I might just save the miler for a year or two later down the line, but for sure it's coming.
Yes, well, that's good to hear. Yeah, for those of you who aren't in the trail running scene, you know when you see a surfer, and if it's a bloke, usually then his girlfriend is asleep on the beach, and the surf widows. It's not quite the same in running because, well, it is while we're training, but on the actual day they're there to support us. They might be support crew.
Very important.
And a very important role. We don't do this alone, and we appreciate everything that they do, and looking after the kids, because when you are getting towards that training, the serious training, it's every weekend. It's nearly every day you're out. But this is the ultras, so yeah, just beware what you're getting into. We don't want to put you off, but
but on the flip side, what is beautiful is that by doing by committing to this huge, time-consuming, energy-consuming goal, you actually inspire your family.
Yes.
You are a perfect role model.
Yes.
That is what I found for my own family. My kids see me training. You know, I do my own fitness downstairs in the spare room. Like I'm out running. They come along to our Run Ready classes. They're there in the background. So they're growing up in this environment that regular fitness activities are just normal.
yeah.
So for them, my hope is that when they are in adulthood, they will just find something they love. Doesn't have to be running, gym, don't have to be gym addicts. Just find a sport, find an activity that keeps them healthy and well, physically and mentally, and just throw yourself into it. And and my husband as well, he's a surfer. You've met Jeff. He's a surfer, and he actually was inspired to do UTA 50 last year. So I got the privilege to train him for his first 50k last year. It was also awesome being his coach. I got to schedule his long runs on days different to my runs, so we could juggle the family calendar. But it can work. You can all get involved. It does work.
It is. Yeah. No, it's fantastic.
It's a family event.
Family event, yeah. Family affair. So, great. So, the next goal is UTA again next year, and any goals for the future of the business?
For the business, I just want to keep growing it. I just want to build up our community of people who are going to set themselves challenges and just stick with it. I just want to create a fitness community of people who understand the benefits of the consistency to training. A lot of people, everyone's busy, right? We all have 24 hours in our day, and it's up to us to choose how we allocate our time. And so, people say, well, I've got kids, I've got a job, and I've got a life. Yes, granted, but when you actually prioritize your health and well-being, you can live that busy life to the max. You have to have your fitness and your well-being before anything else. It's like the oxygen mask on the plane, right? So my goal is to instill that into as many people as I can, that yes, I understand you're busy, and I understand this is important and this is important, but so are you. And everyone needs to acknowledge that they have one life. And to live it to your best ability, then you have to take care of yourself.
Exactly.
And
yes.
so, just finding something that you can do regularly and commit to it and make it your passion, make it one of your passions, then, I guarantee you won't regret it. And you'll learn from the learnings that you get in your fitness journey are transferable to your family aspirations, your career,
True.
it's a transferable skill.
So where can people go to find Joe and aspire to?
If you're interested in strength training, we have 3 classes a week. We're at Alambie Oval Monday morning at 5:30. It's a very early time of the morning, but then it just prevents any other commitment getting in your way. So prioritise your fitness, get it done at the very start of the week. If you can't make Monday morning, you've got a second chance at Billerong Reserve at 6:30 p.m. on a Monday. Kids are welcome to that one. Bring the kids, they play in the park next to us. And then again, for your second session, Thursday mornings is 6 a.m. at Alambie Oval. So that's the strength training aspect. If you're interested in setting yourself a running goal and you want to train for a specific race, my coaching program is it's an online program, so I write you a weekly program.
Okay.
It's customized to individual. So depending on what your fitness is at the moment, your experience and what your goals are for your chosen race, I write a week by week training program for you to follow. And it's delivered by Training Peaks, which is an online coaching platform. So you have an app on your phone, and I have an app on my computer, and we share the program that way. And the data from your GPS watch transfers to Training Peaks, so I can see what you've done, how your workout went, analyse the data, and then update the next week's program based on what you've done. So it's a really beautiful way to progress at a sensible and steady rate. We have 3 weeks of building the program, and then a 4th week of recovery, and then the 5th week builds upon the 3rd week, and so on. So the progression is at a steady and gentle, so it's in achievable amounts. It never feels overwhelming within the 4-week cycle, but over a 6-month period, you've gone from there to there, and you've had lots of recovery built in as well, and it works. It really works. And if anyone's interested in that, you can check out the Aspire 2 website.
Which is the address is?
The address is aspire2fitness.com.au.
Okay, you heard that? aspire2fitness.com.au.
We have a Facebook and an Instagram page as well.
Excellent. So before we wrap up, do you have any funny stories? Anything that's weird's happened to you? I don't know, in your training, your life, anything that's just out there. So I put you on the spot. But it's just something, anything, just funny, anything about Warren?
Warren's one of my best clients. I'm not going to say anything about Warren. He's amazing. There are lots of funny stories that have happened probably outside of training. They're probably involved a campfire and a glass of wine, but I should probably keep them straight.
That's okay.
What I would say is, if you want to hang out with us and get to know us, we'll make our own stories week on week.
Cool.
Come and join us.
Cool.
And Aspire 2 is coming up to be its first birthday actually.
Yes.
At the end of October marks my very first fitness class.
Excellent,
So I'm having a party at Manly Dam, and everyone's welcome to come and hang out with us there, and perhaps we'll create some stories that day.
November the 3rd.
November the 3rd,
Yes,
12
we'll be
o'clock
there.
noon. Bring your barbecue food and your drinks and your children and their swimmers, and come and hang out with us at Manly Dam.
Yeah, okay, well, fantastic. So for everyone again, that's aspire2fitness.com.au, and for also Sydney Scenic Trails website, sydneyscenictrails.com, and also our Facebook page. Like, follow. At the bottom of this blog video is click the emails so you can hear who's coming up next week. In fact, next week is, as we've already mentioned, Mick Foster. So Mick has been with Trailblazers, also NRG, is it the running group? and he's going to tell us all about how he started running in his 50s. And as I said, he just had his birthday. Happy birthday, Mick. And he's now 69, and he's actually just come back from Europe, so he's probably got a few pounds to lose. But
we have a few stories.
yes, and a few
well.
stories to tell.
And just to say, Trailblazers is an amazing outlet for you runners out there who perhaps, whatever stage of your running you're at, whether you're a newbie or a veteran, come and join the Trailblazers on a Sunday, 7 o'clock every single week. Check out the Trailblazers Facebook page to find out where they're running, and you'll meet some amazing people.
Yeah.
And I think my whole education in trail running predominantly came from Sunday runs,
Exactly.
having a chat
Yeah.
along the trails with the amazing people that we meet there.
We met there.
We did
It's
meet
the
there.
beginning of most of the people we know.
Yeah.
Started with Trailblazers and are still there most Sunday mornings.
And Trailblazers make doing crazy running challenges feel normal.
Yes.
So
Yes.
it's a good place to be.
It is. So thanks, Joe.
Pleasure.
All the best for the future with Aspire to Fitness.
Thank you.
And whatever other goals you set yourself, good luck.
Thank you.
So we'll see you next week with Mick Foster.